Hi all. So today we'll be seeing a new program. It's about prime number check. So let's say we have to solve a program for like finding out all the prime numbers in between 1 to 100 or maybe 1 to 1000. So how can I do that? How can we do that? So for that, what would be the logic for that? So as we know, a prime number is something which is divisible by only one and that number, right? So there will not be any other factor which can divide that number. For example, 3, it's a prime number. Now, um, okay, so let's start it. And what we have to do first, let's say I'm writing one C's out, find 0 and 1 and 100. Okay, so what is our limit? Limit is 100, right? So I will declare a variable limit 100. Okay, now what is okay, that's our number. Now what you have to do, like we have to loop through it, right? So we have to loop through from the number of which we want to check, like let's say number to check integer equals to 2 and number to check less than limit, okay, or less than equals to limit, and number to check plus plus. Okay, next I'll have to add another for loop, right? So let's say in this for loop we are actually, let's say the number is 25. Now we get the first number as 25 or whatever number it's 2. We have just starting number, but let's say it's after after multiple iterations. Now the number is, let's say, 25. Now so 25 will be coming to this next for loop, and now what would happen, like it will validate whether the 25 is a prime number or not. So this particular code, whatever I will be writing now, it will be actually checking whether the number is prime or not, right? Based on that, we'll be doing the operations. So for integer factor equals to 2, comma, integer, sorry, um, integer factor equals to 2 and factor is less than number to check divided by 2, right? And then factor plus plus. So what we are doing, like let's say the factor is 2 and 2 is less than number to check divided by 2. So let's say number is 25, then number 25 divided by 2 equals to 12. So it will loop through it up to 12. Okay, so or equals to, you can say equals to number to check and factor to factor plus plus. So it is actually reducing our number of iterations, right? By 2, because if we say number to check only, then also it will work fine, but we do not want to loop all those other additional loops which we do not require actually. So this is sufficient for our program. Now we'll add on condition if um, if number to check ampersand factor equals to 0, then what would happen? Then I want to do, if this is equals to 0, that means this is not a prime number, right? So is prime is false. Now what is prime? So is prime is a boolean flag that will be created now. So actually this will be created here, and I will term as a true. So once this factor, I mean this number to check, this becomes false. So this is whenever this whenever this condition is evaluated to true, that means this number is not false, right? So the is prime should be false. And now after that, what I will be doing, like what we can do, like we can create empty array list, right? So list list of number, let's say integer, my list, new array list. Okay, and what is saying cannot. Okay, so we have to import this list here, java.util.list, and we got it fine. Now it's working fine. So what we'll be doing, like if, so if this condition is, if it is prime, that means if the number is prime, then it should add to this list. So I will add, rename it as prime list. So prime list dot add number to check. So I'm just actually have added as 2, so I'm using it from 1. So I think we are pretty much completed now. What we have to do, like now once everything is completed, now we need to see what is the status of our prime list. So prime list dot for each, and we need to use like mm, sys out. Okay, okay, so we'll be printing out all this prime list. So what can we list prime number, and here I'm copying it to this. Okay, and if I run it, let's see what is happening, whether it's working or not. So we can see like it printed 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29. Okay, so I think 1 is not a prime number, so we can start from 2. So let's see what is happening. I think it's working now fine. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, up to 97 it is getting printed. So all the prime numbers getting printed. Now let's say I'm doing it from 100 to 1000. So now I want to see like how many prime numbers are there in between 1 to 1000. So we can see like this is getting printed here, and also we can check the total number of prime numbers. So sys out total number of prime number in between 1 and limit is what is this prime list dot size, right? So I think it's should be fine. Now let's see what is giving. So we got all the prime numbers in between 1 to 1000, right? So here I can see like total number of prime number. Okay, total number of prime number in between 1 and 1000 is 168, right? So what we can do, like one more thing, like if I'm adding it here, uh, and here I can see like I can use this thing. So instead of this, I can add this, right? So find all prime numbers in between 1 and limit 1000, right? So it is fine. Or we can also do one more thing, like we can use our scanner class to take the input from user, like how many, what is the limit you want to set. So they can set 500, 1000, 2000, anything, and we can get this program run. So I think you have understood it. So let me know if you have any confusion. Thank you for watching.